तो मेरे को मेनली ये जानना है कि व्हाट इज योर exactly the problem with the caste system in your mind. What is the problem? Is the problem that in the current situation there are some castes which are uh, up in the hierarchy and some which are below, or the problem is that there exists a caste system which divides people into the occupationally, but also on their family. Like we cannot break the caste system. What is the problem? The division or the discrimination?
So in the first scenario, you simply have categories of people who do different things. In the second scenario, you have categories of people who do different things, but those categories are imposed upon them on the peril of on the fear of punishment. Is that what you're saying?
And also there is a hierarchy. Like one is above and one is below.
Yeah, the hierarchy part is obviously not healthy. But my point is, if you have a system where different people do different things and they are not allowed to go from one to the other, then that is always going to devolve into something. It is an oppressive system. So, uh, are there societies where different people do different things? Yes. But that is not a caste system, that's just people doing different things. The hierarchy is what creates the oppression. Some people being more important, some people being less important, and people who are considered less important not being allowed to do the things that the so called more important people do.
No, but there have been propositions from reformist groups like Arya Samaj, from Gandhi himself, from the early Vedic text also. Some of the scholars say that the caste system can be flexible, and people can go from above to a lower caste, from lower to upper caste. So
Well, see,
will
here's the
that caste
problem.
system will be okay with you?
Gandhi is probably not a great example to use here because uh, he told the people that he called Harijans, he told them to be happy with their lot in life, at least on a few occasions. Early Vedic sources, I don't know which ones you're talking about, but my problem is generally with uh, the idea that the problems with the caste system can be understood and solved by the people who created the caste system. So, whenever you are citing a Brahmanical source as a solution to the caste system, you are making the same mistake. Upper caste people, Savarna background people, are not going to be the people who bring the solution to this because the system makes them extremely comfortable. The solution will come from people who have suffered because of it. And the best thing people like you and I can do as Savarna people is to just get behind them and get out of their way and let them do the things that are necessary to make society a more equal place.
I don't completely agree with the second part, but the first part is correct that they have been made by the upper caste people, so it will always favor them. I am saying that even if it was not made by upper caste people, I have a problem with discrimination based upon this kind of thing. I don't have a problem with distinguishing amongst people. Like
No,
it
but
is
Mehak, why are
okay
you
for us to.
why are you making this into a
No,
hypothetical thing? I say there is a discriminatory
no, it
system
is
created
leading
by.
up to.
If it's a
It is leading
discriminatory
up to
system,
reservation.
it is a discriminatory system created by the upper caste people. You are saying even if it was not created by upper caste people, I would be opposed to it. You are trying to remove the complicity of upper caste people from the system. If upper caste people did not create the system would not exist. The only reason you and I are talking about this system right now is because your ancestors and my ancestors created it and perpetuated it. So why are we trying to take them out of the equation and talk about this as if it exists in some kind of a vacuum? The caste system is a product of Savarna efforts. Simple.
Yes, I am saying that I have a problem with discrimination with regards to castes, not only the part that some castes are above and some castes are below. That it is very
I
common
don't know
for
what you mean
people
by
to
that.
propose.
That is the
It
fact
is
that some castes are above and some castes are below is the caste system. What else is there?
yes,
What are
yes.
you talking about?
I am saying that eventually all caste system will devolve into that. But I am saying that I want to point out to reservation as a solution to caste system. It is a means to give power to the scheduled caste, it is correct, but it is not a solution to the caste system itself, because the
You
caste
said
system.
this. You said this in the last episode also. Are you saying that you have a better solution than the reservation?
No, no, I am saying the reservation is not a solution to the problem I am
Then what
citing.
is?
It is a
Then
solution.
what is?
There must be a social revolution. And last time also you said that everything is political.
Reservation is that
If
social
everything
revolution.
is,
Reservation
no, no,
is
it is
that
not.
social
It is a.
revolution.
I am saying that it is political, and also reservation is a means to uplift the caste. It is not to remove. It is not a system to remove the caste.
It
I am
you
saying that
remove the
let reservation be there.
if listen,
But
if there is a country like ours जहाँ पे ब्रिटिश लोग आए थे और उन्होंने अपनी सरकार बना ली and they did not give us any power, what is the solution to it? The solution is to give us power, right?
yes, like they did, right? There were legislative assemblies. Indians were getting elected. Indians were
No,
running
no, all
running
that,
the
all
country.
that,
But
all that, all that,
Indians
all
were
that,
not in power.
all that is secondary. I'm saying if a system exists where some people have the power to make decisions and other people don't have the power to make decisions, then what is the solution? It is to give the people who don't have power the power to make decisions, right?
It is somewhat part of the solution. My solution would be to share the power with people who don't have the power rather than giving it.
Why?
No, because giving power, uh, by giving power, you are inherently making an assumption that they are more virtuous and they will not use it at the same way that the current people are using it.
So, Mehak, what you
I
are
say
encouraging here,
we share the power.
what you're saying here is actually casteism. You are, as an upper caste person, you are saying, see, I'm an upper caste person and I'm happy to give them power, but I don't want to give them too much power because how do I know they will use it correctly?
But you cannot point to any evidence that to say that lower caste people are much more virtuous than upper caste people.
Are you a better judge of what is good for you, or is the British man?
I am obviously
Right. So when you say that
no,
a lower
but
caste person will not be able to make as good a decision as you, are you not
no, no,
making a
not for
mistake there?
not for themselves. I am saying, but for
It is
general,
for
for the
themselves.
for everyone.
It is for
No, no,
themselves.
no. Are you saying that we have to leave India if we give power to the upper caste, to the lower, to
You're
the
saying
scheduled
that.
caste?
You are turning this into some kind of fantasy scenario. All I am
No,
saying
I am saying
is that all I am saying is that reservation means giving power to the people who don't have power so that they may be able to make decisions about themselves. And if the system's problems arise from the fact that they are not able to make decisions for themselves and they are being oppressed because of it, then the solution is simply to give them that power. You are trying to make it about the fact that, see, I know that my ancestors were oppressors, but now that I have the power to give to people who were oppressed, I wonder if they will be able to do well. The track record for you and I and our ancestors is very clear. They were shit at it. Now there is a chance of the power being given to people. And by the way, nobody is saying कि सबको बाहर निकाल देंगे एक बार रिजर्वेशन मिल गया तो
I am
रिजर्वेशन
also saying that.
कोई भी nobody, no, you're making it into a fantasy scenario. You said this last time also.
No,
You are trying to go
no,
about you're trying to go about debunking reservation through a very twisted means, because what you're doing
no.
effectively is
I
still
am
casteism.
entirely in support of reservation. I am entirely in support for reservation, and the fact is that it is not doing its job also properly because most of the
How would
reserved
you know? How
seats
would
are
you know
not being
what it
filled
is doing? See,
because
my
the
problem is you
representation
are
is not there.
imagining your Mahek, shut the fuck up and listen. My problem is you are imagining yourself as more capable of knowing what is good than the people against whom you and I and our ancestors have been terrible. You are not. You're wearing blinkered glasses. You're wearing colored glasses. You're still looking at the same problem. You're still looking at the problem through that same superiority complex that created the caste system. And it is not going to
No, I
work.
think you are completely uh,
Under
misrepresenting what I'm saying. Not under misrepresenting. I am saying
Mhm.
that the reservations are not being done. It is very clear in the Supreme Court, in the high offices, IAS offices. The reservation is not being done properly. There is no not adequate representation. There is no reservation in judgeship, but there is not adequate representation. I'm saying that, and that is why it is failing. because it is not
So
being
reservation.
done
So there
properly.
should be.
I am s-
So would you agree if I said that there should be more reservation?
no, I am saying that is not the solution. Well, first we need to achieve this goal also.
Which goal?
I, the 23% and 27%, I think, are the numbers. That goal should be achieved. The
Listen,
theoretically,
you and
the
I can
the
quibble, you and I can quibble about which percentage and what area is good, but I would rather not do that because I would rather that conversation be had between people who are on the receiving end of casteism. एक सवर्ण आदमी दूसरे
I,
सवर्ण आदमी के साथ बैठ के
I
रात
am
के 11 बजे एक
I
लाइव
am not
स्ट्रीम में
deciding the percentage. I am not
नहीं ठीक
deciding
है
the percentage. I am
ठीक है Mahek, I
just
got your
just
point. I got your point, but I have to end this
uh,
conversation because there are four
I
people
want
waiting.
one last point. My point is that at the end of the day in the society, the people who are being oppressed are not going to get respect because one of them has become a parliament member of parliament, right? Because
Why would they not get
that is
respect if
not
they
how the
become a member
society
of
works.
parliament?
That particular person will get respect. The whole caste will not get respect,
So
obviously,
that's again a bit of a cop
because
out, right? You have the opportunity of doing something, and because you're saying this something will not solve everything, nothing should be done.
no, I am saying that they, that a social reformist change is required, something of a social religious nature that will
Yeah,
change
and that will
caste
happen
system,
when you give
that
power
will
to
remove.
people from. That will
Hey, I
happen
am
when
saying
you give
keep
power
reservation,
to.
na.
You're saying
I am saying I am saying that we are becoming very much obsessed with reservation only. Reservation is a part of the solution,
until and
but it
unless
is
you
not the
find a
solution.
better way, reservation is the only way. You tell me what the better way is. The only thing you have given me is some vague words about social revolution and stuff. What is your better way?
Better way, well, like religious conversion, like giving up of religion is much a better way.
Like
Like if there is a social movement that people,
converting to what? Atheism, Buddhism, what?
atheism, Buddhism, Islam also people convert to escape
So
casteism.
how will that solve problems? इस्लाम में भी कास्टिज्म है. आज ही एक आदमी आया था. थोड़ी देर
Ah,
पहले हम लोग उसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे.
it,
You
it
are
is obviously there.
underestimating. You're underestimating the influence of caste across the board. There is casteism among communist parties. There is casteism among atheists. There is casteism among Hindus, Muslims, and Christians all over India. Religious conversion is going to do jack shit for it.
But I'm saying we should much more focus on removing the caste rather than just reservation,
भैया
which is
जिसका caste
uplifting of caste.
someone who's suffering because of their caste is not suffering because they decided to suffer. It was fucking imposed upon them by upper caste people, right? So how can you tell someone who's suffering that listen, you are you need to give up the thing that we have imposed upon you in order to escape the trauma that you're going through.
I did not get that point.
You're saying कि giving up of caste is a solution, right?
Removal of caste system. Not once if one side will give up the caste, then all the caste people
How
will
will
be
it
the
be
lower caste.
removed?
Na? It is I don't,
It's not going to evaporate, right? What is the solution you're actually offering? What is the practical on
I
ground thing that can be done according to you apart from reservation?
I am not that creative. I don't know that yet, but I know
Then
that
let the
that will be
reservation process
something.
happen. Na, it's maybe it is not
I am
perfect.
not stopping it now, Baba. You are thinking that
I
I am
know you're
against
not.
reservation. I
You're
am
saying
not.
that it should be right.
What
Stopped.
reservation? Eventually, yes. Once the caste system is removed, it should be stopped.
Yeah, sure. After the caste system is removed, definitely. But you have not given me anything to say what will stop the caste system.
That I don't know, but I am saying that we should
मेरा
stop
पॉइंट
the
है
caste system rather than.
मेरा पॉइंट है caste system exists. Caste system is
Hmm.
problematic. It should go. The best way we know how to do it is reservation. You are saying reservation is not enough. I'm asking what else is there, and you're not giving me anything.
That I'm saying I am obviously not capable of thinking that of such a good
No, no,
solution
no.
that will resolve a
Don't undersell yourself.
2000
I'm
year
sure if you
problem.
I'm sure if you try really hard, you will come up with something. But Mehak, I have to let you go now. Chalo, bye bye.
Okay, bye.
That was Mehak. What the heck, Mehak?